Welcome back. The notion of doors in Revit is actually really fairly simple, and it's very similar to Windows, and I'll show you that in another video. But doors are what we call hosted elements, meaning they can't live outside of the host, in this case walls. So I'm going to show you quickly how to insert a door, how to control that door through various mechanisms. And I'm also going to introduce you to an alternative door, an alternative way of placing a door because of the nature of what it is. So let's see if you start out with Revit blank screen, and I'm just going to create two walls, and this will make more sense in a second, but I'm just going to create one wall here, and then I'm going to create a second wall that is a curtain wall. And again, this will make more sense here in a second. I'm also going to open up a second view, in particular a 3D view, because I want to demonstrate something. And so right now, this is the curtain wall, this is the regular wall. And I'm going to show you how you can keep both views open at once using this tile or tile views tool. So right now, I'm in the 3D view and the plan view. If I click on the 3D view and I type in ZE, which is a Revit hotkey for zoom extents, I see everything in my plane. And I can again zoom in just to see those bits that I need. I'll do the same thing, ZE in the plan, the zoom extents, and so I can see both things. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is I want to demonstrate to you that you can manipulate almost any Revit object in almost any view, be it three-dimensional, two-dimensional, orthographic, perspective. It's really powerful that way. So let's start with doors. So under the Architecture tab, next to the wall command is door. You select door. Under the Properties box, you'll notice that you have really one choice, one family of door. Now there's different size variations, and those are instances of that family, right? And so that was a 30-inch wide by 80-inch tall, all the way down to the 3 foot by 7 foot, right? 36 by 84. But those are merely instances of one family, which is a single flush door. So I'm going to place that door, a 36 by 84, at a sill height of 0, right? I'm going to do that in plan. Now notice I have some variables that I can pay attention to, and it is to the center of the door. So I'm going to click here, and I've placed that door. Notice that it showed up in the 3D view, right? But before I do anything else, I want to show you some things. This door is a smart door, like all other things in Revit, and it has some toggles. This is a toggle that allows you to flip the swing of the door. So if I actually wanted it to swing in or swing out, this flips the hinge of the door. So if I wanted it to be a right hinge, or if I wanted it to be a left hinge, right? So that's a really powerful tool in itself. But also notice that I have temporary dimensions. And remember, whenever you see something in blue, it has the ability to be manipulated. Excuse me. So in this case, to the center line of that door is right 9'6". I know I really wanted it to be no more than 4 feet. So I type in 4 feet, and it moves that door to the center line. Now, just to demonstrate this, in the 3D view, that thing still exists, right? So in the 3D view, I can change that to be 10 feet, and it moves to the center line of the door. Well, you're going to say, but I don't want the center line. I want the edge. So that's all right. Simply click and hold the witness line and choose the edge of that door. Now the door is 8'6" away. I want it to be 4 feet, I said. 4 feet, and enter. Similarly, come over to the plan, choose the witness line, edge of the door, 4 feet. So it's very, very powerful that way. Now, if that were it, that would be enough. It's a really strong tool. You also have control over the height of the door. And what do you mean? Not the height. I don't mean how tall the door is. I mean where it's placed relative to the sill. So if in that wall you have 3 steps leading up to it, and each step is 6 inches high, the sill height would actually be 18 inches higher. And so that way we've done that. We've now raised that door up to 18 inches above, or 18 inches above the end of the wall, or the beginning of the wall, I should say, the bottom of the wall. So that's a really powerful tool, and comes in very handy. Now you're going to say, but Mike, I need a 4-foot wide door. Okay, select that door, hit Edit Type, and so now we're in the Family Editing tool. The first and most important thing to do is don't edit these numbers without duplicating first. So we're going to duplicate the door, and I'm just going to type in 4 feet because I know they're all 7 feet tall, and this is just my own shortcut. Now, under width at the bottom, you'll see where it says width. Let's change that from 3 feet to 4 feet. I'm going to hit Enter and hit OK. And I've now created a new instance for that family. Remember, the family is a single flush door, but the instances below it, or the children of that family, if you will, are what make it are the given parameters that you have to establish, that have already been established, that you now can manipulate. So I've created a 4-foot door that's now a 4-foot opening. So that's a really interesting way, and you can flex that in multiple ways, right? Select that door again, hit Edit Type. I actually wanted it to be an 8-foot tall door, so I hit 8 feet. I want the width, the trim width, to only be 1 inch, so that's the frame around it, or the trim around it, I should say. I hit 1 inch, I hit OK, and that's what I'm looking at. So in this way, and I'm going to explain family parameters later in another video, but this is a parametric door, and by parametric it means I can manipulate it simply using data and numbers without actually redrawing, remodeling anything. I also want to point out the fact that this door doesn't require any additional steps, right? So if I move it, it moves, it seals the wall behind it. I didn't have to do a Boolean operation to cut an opening to create the door. The door simply moves and creates an opening as it exists. And again, that's part of the parametric value. Now you might say, you know what, Mike, I love that idea, but I don't love that door. Okay, so there's a couple ways of doing this, but the easiest way, I think, is under Insert, scroll all the way to the right, you'll see Load Autodesk Family. This loads up this dialog box, which is from Autodesk. It's their own internal library of families. Now this is by no means a compendium of all things Revit. You can certainly find Revit doors online at specific vendors. Stanley doors comes to mind if you want a telescoping or sliding door. But if you want something generic but not vendor specific, select doors, and these are your choices. Now let's say you wanted a double door and you wanted a glass in that double door. You simply choose that box, and then you can download it. Now I'm also going to download this curtain wall door because we're going to use this here in a minute. So hit Load. Okay, a new dialog box shows up asking me, okay, what kind of door do you want to load? I like cross corridor doors, which are usually 4+ feet wide. So that's this guy here, 8 foot total. And hit OK. And then I don't have to go to Plan. In Architecture tab, Door, notice I now have two families to choose from: this door exterior and single flush. I can place that door in 3D, right? So then now it exists over here as well in Plan, because the plan isn't a separate model, it's just a different view of the same model. Notice though, I can't place that door in the storefront. That's because storefronts are treated differently. So this storefront glass or curtain wall will not accept a regular door. You can try all day and it won't take it. I can put it over here, but I can't put it over there. Similarly, notice when I choose door, I don't have the option of choosing that curtain wall the storefront door that you saw me download, right? That's because it's only for that kind of wall, storefront or curtain wall. So here's how this works. I know that I want this door to be 3070, so 3 foot 7 foot. So I'm going to draw in this case, a 3 foot segment of glass I'm going to make it 7 feet tall. So that panel is 3 foot by 7 foot. I tab once to select the panel, and notice that under the properties it went to system panel glazed. I select that choice, and now under my other choices is storefront double. I select that, and I've changed that panel to a storefront door. Super helpful, super fast, I think. But you're going to say, but Mike, that's only a 3 foot door. Yes, I forgot that I downloaded the double, and being completely transparent, no problem. I select the grid line, change that to 6 feet, and now that's a 6 foot opening. And again, notice in plan, there it is. It also still retains some of that intelligence in that I can toggle inward or outward expression of the door. Hopefully you found that valuable. Again, it's not intended to be everything doors. It's just an introduction to doors and how you can use them. But if you did find it value, please subscribe, hit the subscription button, and like it and share it with your friends or colleagues. Also, don't forget to choose the announcement bell so that next time I post a video you might find valuable, you'll be alerted of it. Have a great rest of your day.